Hey there, Peppa Pig fans! Have you ever wondered what your favorite characters would look like as humans? Well, today we're bringing them to life. Get ready for an exciting transformation of Peppa Pig's world into human form. Let's jump right in. Peppa Pig! Here is the human version of Peppa Pig. She's a cheerful little girl with pinkish blonde hair, bright eyes, and a playful smile. Just like her original self, she loves jumping in muddy puddles and having fun. George Pig. Here is the human version of George Pig. He's an adorable toddler with short, messy brown hair, always carrying his favorite green dinosaur. Look at that cute face. He's ready for an adventure. Mummy Pig. Here is the human version of Mummy Pig. A kind and loving mother with a warm smile, always making sure Peppa and George are happy. She's the heart of the family. Daddy Pig. Here is the human version of Daddy Pig. A fun-loving dad with a round face, glasses, and a great sense of humor. He's always ready for some family fun. Suzy Sheep. Here is the human version of Suzy. Peppa's best friend, now a stylish girl with curly white hair and a bright pink dress. Always cheerful and full of energy, Rebecca Rabbit. Here is the human version of Rebecca Rabbit. A shy yet friendly girl with long blonde ponytails, standing in a peaceful meadow, just like her rabbit self would love. Danny Dog. Here is the human version of Danny Dog. An adventurous boy with short dark hair, dressed as a pirate, ready to explore the world with his friends. Pedro Pony. Here is the human version of Pedro Pony. He's a laid-back and sometimes sleepy boy, wearing glasses and a yellow shirt, always lost in his daydreams. Emily Elephant. Here is the human version of Emily Elephant, a tall and friendly girl with silver hair holding her trumpet, ready to fill the air with music. Freddie Fox. Here is the human version of Freddie Fox, a clever boy with spiky red hair, a playful grin, and a sharp sense of adventure. Candy Cat. Here is the human version of Candy Cat. A fun-loving girl with long orange hair and bright green eyes, always ready to play. Zoe Zebra. Here is the human version of Zoe Zebra, a fashionable girl with black and white striped hair, delivering mail with a friendly smile. Richard Rabbit. Here is the human version of Richard Rabbit, a small and shy boy with platinum blonde hair holding his favorite toy, Grandpa Pig. Here is the human version of Grandpa Pig, a wise and fun-loving old man, always ready for a sailing adventure. Granny Pig. Here is the human version of Granny Pig, a sweet grandmother with silver curls, baking delicious treats in her cozy kitchen, Miss Rabbit. Here is the human version of Miss Rabbit, the busiest person in town, juggling multiple jobs with a bright smile, Madame Gazelle. Here is the human version of Madame Gazelle, a wise and elegant teacher with a love for music and learning. Mr. Bull. Here is the human version of Mr. Bull, a strong construction worker, always busy fixing roads and having fun while doing it, Dr. Brown Bear. Here is the human version of Dr. Brown Bear, a kind doctor, always ready to help his patients with a friendly smile, Grampy Rabbit. Here is the human version of Grampy Rabbit, an energetic old man with a wild beard, always telling stories of adventure, Wendy Wolf. Here is the human version of Wendy Wolf, a confident girl with wolf-like hair and a big personality, Gerald Giraffe. Here is the human version of Gerald Giraffe, a tall and friendly boy with curly hair and a bright yellow t-shirt, Molly Mole. Here is the human version of Molly Mole, a shy but curious girl with big glasses and a love for digging, Dr. Hamster. Here is the human version of Dr. Hamster, a kind veterinarian, always taking care of the town's pets, Mr. Fox. Here is the human version of Mr. Fox, a clever merchant, always finding great deals at the market, Mr. Elephant. Here is the human version of Mr. Elephant, a gentleman who takes care of the zoo, always surrounded by animals, Mrs. Cow. Here is the human version of Mrs. Cow, a hard-working farmer, milking cows and keeping the farm running smoothly, Captain Dog. Here is the human version of Captain Dog, a sea captain sailing the ocean and exploring the world, Police Officer Panda. Here is the human version of Police Officer Panda, a responsible officer keeping the town safe and sound. Tiddles the Tortoise. Here is the human version of Tiddles the Tortoise. A slow but wise old man, always enjoying the peaceful moments in life. Wow! These characters look amazing as humans, don't they? Which one is your favorite? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this transformation, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fun content.